First of all, I want to measure the tail, so I'm going to wrap my yarn about 10 stitches, and that's about the length of the yarn for the tail for 10 stitches. I'm going to take as much as I need for my glove, and this is where I'm going to make my first loop, the stitch for the cast on. I'm going to hold the yarns in a slingshot position, and the tail is on my thumb and the yarn of the ball is on my finger. I want to work a 2x2 ribbing cast on, so that's a knit stitch, and let's make another knit stitch. I want to go under the loop that's on my thumb, then I'm coming towards me with the right hand needle, and through the loop I'm going to go over to pick up the yarn from my finger and pull it towards me, and I want to pass it through the loop on the thumb, so I have to take the thumb down to open the loop so I can pull the yarn through this loop towards me, and then I can release the loop and push the yarn, and this gives us a stretchier cast on. We need it for the calf. After we have 2 knit stitches, don't worry, we're going to do it again. So together we want to have 2 purl stitches. We're going to do the same thing but on the other direction. So let's go over to the loop of the finger and bring our right hand needle under the loop, and we're going to place the needle under the loop and up. We want to go back away from us and take the needle through this loop and out. Then we want to bring the needle towards us and come behind the yarn that's on the thumb and push it away towards the loop on the finger. And again, we need to open, to bring the finger down, open the loop and push the yarn of the thumb through the finger. Then we can release the loop and push the yarn. Let's do the purl stitch again. So we're coming with the right hand needle away from us under the loop on the finger, then away and into this loop from front to back. Now we need to bring the needle to us and behind the yarn so we can push the yarn away from us, and you can see that my finger is down to keep the loop open, so the yarn that I'm pushing can go out through this loop. If my finger is up, the loop is closed, it's twisted. You can see here the X that's preventing my yarn from coming out, so I need to hold my finger down so the loop is open and the yarn can come out. And we're going to pull the yarn, the loop, and close the stitch. We have 2 knit stitches and 2 purl stitches. Now we need to have another 2 knit stitches. So we're going to bring the needle towards us and under the loop on the finger, then back towards us and through this loop. and we hold the thumb down to keep the loop open. Now we're going to go away from us to pull the yarn on the finger through this loop and up to create a stitch. We can release the loop and push the yarn to create a stitch, to close the stitch. Let's do it again. We're going to take the right hand needle to us under the loop, then backwards towards us through the loop, and hold the thumb down to keep the loop open. We want to go to the finger yarn and pull the yarn towards us, then go through this loop and up, and we can push the yarn and close the stitch. So 2 knit stitches. Now we want to make another 2 purl stitches, so let's do 2 purl stitches and 2 knit stitches again. Needle away from us under the loop on the finger, then again away through the loop. Hold the finger down to keep the loop open. Come towards us to push the yarn of the thumb through this loop on the finger. Then release the loop and push the yarn to close the stitch. Let's do that again. Needle away under the loop, then into the loop away from us, and the finger is pointing down to keep the loop open. Let's bring the needle towards us to push the yarn from the thumb through the loop and up to create a stitch. We can release the loop and push the yarn to close the stitch. So that's 2 purl stitches. Now we need 2 knit stitches. So needle towards us, under the loop and up, then towards us through the loop. Hold the thumb down to keep the loop open. Take the needle away from you to be able to push the yarn from the finger, then through the loop and up. Release the loop and push the yarn to close the gap, the stitch. Another knit stitch. Needle towards us, under the loop of the thumb, then towards us into the loop. Thumb down. Needle away from us to pick up the yarn and pull it through the loop of the thumb and up to create a stitch. And we can release the loop and push the yarn. So that's 2 knit stitches. Last 2 purl stitches together. Needle away from us, under the loop of the finger, then away from us through the loop, finger down to open the loop. Needle is coming towards us to pick up the yarn from the thumb and push it through the loop of the finger. Then we can release the loop and push the yarn to close the stitch. And last purl stitch, needle away from us, under the loop on the finger, then away from us through the loop. Hold the finger down. We want to come towards us to pick the yarn that's on the thumb and push it through the loop on the finger. Then release the loop and push the yarn to close the stitch. So do that as many times as you need for your cuff.